to develop mega enlightenment. Sayadaw expounded 9 principles. Today, Sayadaw will deal with the number 9 principle for us to follow. Initially, Sayadaw will expound it in brief. Later, gradually, Sayadaw will elaborate this number 9 in detail. In Pali, the Buddha said, Bhojan Genja Anubodhana Taya. The meaning is we have to develop, as a yogi, we have to develop the Bhojanga. So Bhojanga means awakening factors or enlightenment factors. So these Bhojanga, enlightenment factors or awakening factors start to arise at the fourth stage of Vipassana insight. So the first stage of Vipassana insight is called insight into mind and body, or distinguishing insight into mental and physical phenomena, or discernment or psychophysical phenomena. And the second stage of insight is called the insight into conditionality or causality. And then number 3 is insight into 3 characteristics: impermanence, suffering, and non-self. And then number 4 insight is insight into the arising and passing away of the mental and physical phenomena. So this is number 4 insight. At this number 4 insight, the awakening factors become very obvious, start to become obvious. During the previous insight, they are not that obvious yet. So we yogi here should develop the continuous mindfulness, at least up to that 4th stage of Vipassana insight. Here we yogis are observing rising, falling, or the abdomen. And then we can discern mental and physical phenomena involved, arising and passing away. So when we see these mental and physical phenomena, we start to develop the first insight, and then their conditionality, second insight, and so on. So to develop these, to cultivate these insights, progressive insight, we need to develop mindfulness carefully, precisely, concurrently, and constantly. When we reach the 4th stage of insight, the practice will be found very smooth and very comfortable. No trouble, no inconveniences can be experienced. So at least we should experience that kind of insight. Only then can we realize the occurrence of the enlightenment factors. So the 4th stage of insight is to see psychophysical phenomena arising and passing away. This insight is of 2 parts, the earlier part and mature part. The earlier part of this insight, we can experience the light, the luminous light, like bright light or color, something like this. And then most of the yogis, they happy and they enjoy their experience and the sight or light. And then the practice mostly stagnant there. So sometimes yogi may see a lot of light, sometimes a little bit sparkling light, something like this. And then also yogi may experience kind of blissfulness or rapture, we call piti. So Depending on how mature concentration is, how continuous mindfulness is, the yogi are most likely to experience one of the 5 kinds of the piti, happiness or blissfulness. The 5 kinds of blissfulness or rapture or happiness is, the first one is Khodika piti. This is a minor, subtle kind of the happiness or blissfulness. And then Khanika piti, temporary or constant appearance of happiness. And then Aukandika piti, the piti that the blissfulness that overwhelm the whole body. And then Ubhega piti, the blissfulness is a very strong that even lift our body. It's uplifting rapture or blissfulness. Sometimes the body or part of the body may be uplifted by this kind of blissfulness or happiness or piti, rapture. And Pharana piti is the blissfulness or the rapture that overwhelm the whole body or pervading the whole body and the mind. So in this way, we have 5 kinds of the blissfulness or rapture that we can experience during the early stage of the 5th insight. And then another experience is the passaddhi, the calmness of the body and the mind, tranquil body and a tranquil mind. So at this early stage of vipassana insight, the yogi feel very tranquil and calm. At this moment, there is no agitation and no affliction, no the mental interactions. The mind is very stable and calm and peaceful. That's passaddhi. And then dimokha. Dimokha here means faith. The faith in the Dhamma and the practice of Dhamma become very strong and very steadfast and unshakable. The faith in Buddha and his teaching and the Dhamma are very strong. That's a steadfast faith arises. And then Pekaha, the viriya or energy boost up. At this stage of insight, the yogi may not even know what the laziness means, because his mind is very active and energetic, enthusiastic. And the viriya effort is a very strong energy, very powerful. And then sukha, the happiness or the comfort, the mental and the physical comfort also very obvious. So before this stage of insight, most yogi can experience a lot of difficulties and problems. And some yogi may rather die, some yogi may rather run away from the center, something like this. A lot of problem in the beginning of the insight vipassana retreat. But in this insight, the mind and the body are very comfortable and tranquil. Yogi may mistake this tranquility even for the nibbana. He or she may think it is a kind of nibbana. So this morning, a yogi reported during the interview, the yogis here are very dedicated to Sayadaw's teaching. They are obedient to Sayadaw. They follow Sayadaw's advice. That's why they even, give up the family union for the Christmas. Christmas season is the very special for family members to reunite. But now here, yogis are here to practice such an intensive retreat. That means they really follow the Dhamma. So hearing that yogi's report, Sayadaw was very happy and say sadhu repeatedly in appreciation of the yogi's dedication. Actually, the family reunion is, in terms of worldly sense, is very important. But Dhamma is even more important. So we yogi here are united here to develop Dhamma. This Dhamma reunion is even much better than that. So the Dhamma delight or delight in Dhamma is the best delight on earth. So December is very cold month and rain also quite heavy. So in such a gloomy weather, the meditator here come and put great effort in the intensive practice. So Sayadaw was so happy to see meditator practicing intensively such a horrible weather. Sayadaw quietly say sadhu repeatedly in appreciation of their devotion and dedication to the Dhamma. And then Sayadaw continued this number 7 experience we can have at the stage of the number 4 stage or insight. That is the discernment or insight. The number 4 experience is our insight become very sharp. We can note almost everything. Our mindfulness become very continuous and very strong. We can note almost everything. So the mindfulness is very strong, and so the insight also very strong. And the mindfulness very continuous. So along with the mindfulness, the sometime past memory may become very vivid. We may sometime see back our old days, like the memory of the childhood days, something like this. So the past memory often vivid at this stage. So we need to note it as it is. And then the upekkha, another experience very obvious at this stage is upekkha, tranquility or equanimity. At this stage of insight, we are no longer worried about worldly affairs like the family issue or health issue or whatever. We are not worried about anything. Mind is just tranquil. Any object won't affect our mind, whether the object is desirable or undesirable or pleasant or unpleasant. Any object won't affect our mind. Mind won't be agitated by any kinds of object. So at this stage, equanimity or tranquility is very obvious and prevail. So far, Sayadaw mentioned the 9 kinds of experiences we can have at the early stage of vipassana insight, the 4th vipassana insight. So number 10 is nikanti. We can experience. Niganti means the delight, kind of Dhamma delight. We take delight in our Dhamma experience because it's very pleasant, so pleasant that it may be mistaken for even for Nibbana. So no wonder we take delight in our Dhamma experience. That means there is a desire and attachment. So that's how our practice stagnant there. So this kind of situation is called inwardly stagnant. So mind is not wandering around, but is stagnant inwardly. So it's very important to know that delight or mental state, delightful or pleasant, something like this. Only then can we overcome, only then can we go further, or can we make the further progressive development. Otherwise, we will stagnate there. So when we are able to note that the pleasant mental state or the pleasantness of mind and body, then our insight, this fourth stage of insight, become mature enough for the awakening factor to begin. So in the mature state of this fourth insight, this awakening factors or enlightenment factor start to develop. So this mature stage of the fourth insight is kind of a turning point or milestone in our vipassana journey. Because at this stage, we start to develop awakening factors. So Bojjhanga Pali words literally means the factor or the enlightenment. Factor of the persons who penetrate into Four Noble Truths. So factor or realization of Four Noble Truths is Bojjhanga's literal meaning. So it is of 7 factors. First, Sati Sambojjhanga, mindfulness, Dhamma Vijaya Sambojjhanga, the analysis of Dhamma or the discernment of mind and body, and Viriya Sambojjhanga, the effort or energy, and piti, blissfulness, and passaddhi, tranquility, and upekkha, equanimity. These 7 mental factors are the conditions for realization of Four Noble Truths. So these 7 are called Bojjhanga. And in Pali, normally use Sambojjhanga along with the Sam prefix. And to develop these 4 enlightenment factors, we have to watch mental and physical phenomena continuously until we see mental and physical phenomena arising and passing away, Uddiyapaya Jnana. So first of all, the Sati Sambojjhanga, the mindfulness, is the first enlightenment factors. So mindfulness is the condition for the realization of the Four Noble Truths. So mindfulness is Bojjhanga. So we are developing mindfulness by observing the several kinds of meditative objects like rising, falling, sitting, touching, going, standing, walking, and in general activities we watch, we observe the taking shower and eating and so on. We develop mindfulness continuously. This is how we develop mindfulness of the physical phenomena or physical body. And also we observe mental states, thoughts, wandering mind, and daydreaming and so on. And a sensation or feeling, happy or unhappy feeling are observed. And general objects like seeing, hearing, smelling, and so on. So in this way, we develop 4 foundations of mindfulness, or 4 kinds of the mindfulness, or mindfulness or the 4 kinds of objects. And then we see the mental and physical phenomena. Then the Dhamma Vijaya Sambojjhanga, the discernment of mental and physical phenomena, start to arise. In the beginning, we experience the conceptual form of the body, and we identify the physical phenomena with the eye or mind. We think this abdomen is mine, this sitting body is mine. And later, with the continuous mindfulness and strong concentration, we discern mental and physical phenomena beyond conceptual form or shape of the body. We no longer identify mental and physical phenomena for eye or mind. We see the hardness, softness, tension, tightness, heat, coolness, and so on. They are all physical phenomena. They arise and pass away every moment. They are not I or mine. So in this way, we discern psychophysical phenomena as they really are, without identifying them as I or mine. That is what we call Dhamma Vijaya Sambojjhanga, the analysis of the mind and mental and physical phenomena, analysis of Dhamma or discernment of Dhamma. So discernment of mind and body or mental and physical phenomena is called Dhamma Vijaya Sambojjhanga, which is arise along with the continuous mindfulness. So to develop this discernment, we need to make great effort. We have to put great effort in continuous mindfulness. Otherwise, no way for us to discern psychophysical phenomena beyond concept. So every moment of mindfulness involved in the effort, energy, that is called the Viriya Sambojjhanga, the energy or effort that form condition for realization of Nibbana, for Noble Truth, Viriya Sambojjhanga. So continuous effort need to be made to develop continuous mindfulness. So mindfulness, continuous mindfulness and continuous effort, they work together, leading to the discernment of the mental and physical phenomena, Dhamma Vijaya Sambojjhanga. And then there arises the vipassana insight, seeing the mental and physical phenomena arising and passing away. So here the Buddha, in this regard, the Buddha said, without seeing impermanence of the mind and body, psychophysical phenomena, the life is useless, even if one live for 100 years. So here Mahasi Sayadaw composed a poem. Sayadaw recited that poem. So it is a useless life to live unless we see mental and physical phenomena arising and passing away. So when we see psychophysical phenomena beyond concepts, and then their conditionality and changes and impermanence, definitely we will feel gratified with our experience, Dhamma experience. There is blissfulness and happiness. That is called piti Sambojjhanga. And then that piti Sambojjhanga is followed by passaddhi, the mental and physical calmness and or tranquility. When the mind is stable, calm and stable, and the mind is easily concentrated on the object, thus there arises concentration, strong concentration. So we can note the one object after another continuously, and we are focused on the object. And the mind is stable and fully focused on the one object after another. That's how the concentration build up. And mental stabilities bring about the equanimity of mind, equilibrium of mind. So our mind will become stable and no longer agitated by any object, pleasant or unpleasant, lovable or despicable. Even though we see something lovable or attractive, we won't arouse any lustful feeling or desire. Even though we see something disgusting or something despicable, we won't feel averse or we won't feel angry about it. That's how the mind becomes stable and tranquil. There is equanimity and upekha sambojjhanga. So in this way, with the great effort, we develop continuous mindfulness. And that continuous mindfulness bring about the discernment of the mental and physical phenomena, Dhamma Vijaya Sambhojjhanga. And then there arises gratification with our experience and blissfulness of mind, piti, and calmness or tranquility of the mind and the body, passaddhi, and equanimity, upekha. So in this way, with the great effort and continuous mindfulness, we develop the discernment of psychophysical phenomena and progressively vipassana insight. So we have to develop the mindfulness, continuous mindfulness with the great effort until we fully develop or fully accomplish these 7 bojjhanga. So the Buddha said that we should not stop on the way. We have to continue to fulfill all kinds of the 7 factors of the enlightenment until we become fully enlightened arhat. Now Sayadaw have expounded the 7 enlightenment factors in brief. So to develop these 7 enlightenment factors, we don't need to make a wish. It is impossible to develop these factors just by wishing. So we should not expect anything to arise. We just keep on noting continuously, then these 7 factors will arise by themselves. So let them arise by themselves. We just continue the mindfulness continuously. So if we are lazy, if we do things carelessly, not seriously, then no way for us to develop such a noble states. So Sayadaw encourage us to put great effort in the development of these 7 enlightenment factors. In conclusion, there are mental and physical phenomena that belong to Sayadaw and people here and everybody else are all suffering dukkha. Attachment to them is of 3 kinds, 6 kinds, 108 kinds. They are the cause of suffering. The cessation of attachment is cessation of suffering, nibbana. The development of mindfulness is the true path that leads us to the cessation of suffering. So by observing the psychophysical phenomena, Sayadaw wish may you all be able to develop continuous mindfulness, realizing 4